Okay, hi again. So I'm going to be doing the answers for the questions for the Chapter 9 plums. Number 1. Which three phrases best summarize Chapter 9? A. Plums, visit from Melina and Irene. B. Crochet, blasting wind, doctor. C. Burnt beans, amber skies, or hospital. Or D. Caring for babies, dust storm, and mama's sick. So this one is going to be D. Caring for babies, that was a big part of it. There was the dust storm was a big part of it. And mama being sick was also a big part. Number 2. Which word best describes mom? A. Depressed. B. Bossy. C. Cautious. Or D. Determined. This one's hard because in this chapter, Chapter 9, she's pretty determined because she keeps trying to go to work and she keeps trying to get through this cough that she has and not feeling that well. But she's also becoming depressed because she's sick. I'm going to say D, determined, because she's not really depressed yet. And she's trying to work through this and keep going to work so she can keep making money. Number 3, based on the events of the story, which of the following seems most likely? A, the strike will take place. B, Mama will come home soon. C, Esperanza will find work. Or D, the babies will get valley fever. So I put Esperanza will find work for that one for C. This is hard because I just read potatoes. So, I'm confused. It could be the strike will take place. It could be A or C. If you had A or C, you're correct. I don't have the answer key for this, and these questions are kind of hard. I didn't write these questions, obviously. And I don't really like some of them. They have, answers too many answers that could be right. So number 2, I'm going to say, if you said depressed, you're right. Depressed or determined, you said A or D, you're correct. I'll go through these again in a minute. Number 4, which word best describes the doctor? Generous, thoughtless, considerate, or respectful? I said considerate because he's coming all the way from the hospital and he's going into the camps to see people, and that's really considerate of him. He's considering others. Generous would probably work too. See, this is what I mean. These questions are weird. Number 5, the tone of the story can best be described as A, understand. The author downplays Esperanza's problems. No. B, unconcerned. The author tells the story without any emotional feelings. No, not really. C, go-getter. The author wants the reader to fight for Esperanza. That seems right. Or D, humorous. The author makes the story funny with jokes. There's a couple of jokes here and there in this book, but the whole thing isn't funny overall. So I would say C, go-getter, that the author wants the reader to fight for Esperanza. The author wants the reader to be behind her and on her team. Number 6, sequence the following events by numbering them in the correct order. Chiquita comes in the house. Remember, that's the cat. Isabel goes to school for the first time. Mama's diagnosed with valley fever. Esperanza feeds the babies plums, and the beans burn. So the first thing that happened was Isabel goes to school for the first time, and then Esperanza feeds the babies plums, then the beans burn, then Chiquita comes in the house, and then Mama's diagnosed with valley fever. So it goes 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. Okay, number 7. Which character is the doctor most like? The honest child. A, the honest child who comes to the emperor without a plant in the empty pot. No. B, the quilt maker who spends all of her time making quilts only to give them away. That sounds right, kind of. C, Edward Fuddwupper, who spends his time cooking up giant lies. No, his doctor's not a liar. Or D, David, who makes up good excuses to get out of trouble. No. So the quilt maker one is the only one that makes sense because he spends all of her time making quilts only to give them away. So this person's considerate and kind in the quilt maker, which is what the doctor is like as well. Number 8. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Read this line from Chapter 9. Hortensia and Josefina followed. It's actually Josefina, but because the J is pronounced like a H, but I just say Josefina, but it should be Josefina. Followed, and Isabel put her hands on her cheeks in worried surprise. You look like raccoons. she said. All of their faces had circles of pink around their eyes where they had squinted against the dust. What type of figurative language is used? It says which types. So I was like, do you pick? These questions are weird. Okay, I said simile because it says you look like raccoons, comparing their face to an animal with using the word like. I underlined the figurative phrase. And if you could say, you could rewrite the sentence saying like, your eyes, you have dark circles under your eyes, or your face is dark, but under your eyes are not. You would rewrite the sentence without comparing it to a raccoon. If that makes sense. Okay, let's go back over. Number 1 was D for sure. D was the only one that made sense. Number 2, you could have maybe put A or D. I put D, but if you had A, I would understand why you put A. Number 3, I put C, but if you put A, you could be, I understand that too. Number 4 was considerate, C. If you put generous, that would be okay too, A. Number 5 would be C, go-getter. Number 6 was 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. Number 7 was B, the quilt maker, because they were both generous. And number 8 was a simile, was C, you look like raccoons, and you could rewrite it saying, your face looks like it's all dark, and then under your eyes are light. Okay, I guess that's it. So starting on Monday, actually, I'm not going to tell you this yet. I'll tell you on Monday. Maybe I should tell you now. So starting Monday, we're going to start doing these things on Google Forms so that you don't have to do them on the page. You just fill out the Google form, and then that way we can see who did them, and I can give you the answers easier that way. So the 5th grade is going to start doing that, I believe. I'll keep you updated, and obviously I'll let you know on Monday. And I'll be more specific. Okay, thank you. Bye. Have a good weekend.